the monsoon, how the monsoon rally deficit dips from 30% to 5% in just 12 days. So basically, in 12 days, rain spell likely for another 2 weeks, says the IMD. Wet spell spread across the country. What does this essentially mean? Even as we're focusing on Kerala, there are several alerts by the IMD that have been issued by the Met Department for the state of Kerala. Colleges and schools yet still taking a beating. Take a look at those visuals. Life completely comes to a standstill, right?
There is a huge issue that has been spoken, especially from Kerala. There have been landslides that have been reported.
And this just to tell the viewers that this is a jail in Kannur that has, its wall has completely collapsed because of the rain. We've seen dilapidated buildings taking a hit, trees getting uprooted. Children are happy because they don't have to go to school anymore. But from beauty to pain, it's pretty much everything because of rains in Kerala.
Well, it is, and there are two rivers that are now at the danger mark, and the authorities are monitoring it. It might burst its banks soon, which could result in the kind of flooding in those areas that the river's basin passes through. And the authorities are looking into it. I'm just trying to go to some of the Malayalam websites that are there, and I'm trying to, in fact, find out what are the
visuals look so beautiful.
Yeah,
don't they? I mean,
they look dangerously beautiful.
Yeah. I know what's coming next. Of course, this is going to have a ripple effect, in low-lying areas. But I mean, this is Kerala's very own Niagara Falls, isn't it?
I think so, right? You can actually...
Away from the lighter note, what are the websites telling you, Varghese?
So what are the websites at the moment saying is that, there is an orange alert that has, in Malayalam is saying, Aru Jillagalil orange alert prakyabichu. That is in 6 districts we have the orange alert that has been put in place. What are the districts where the orange alert has been declared? We have it in Idduki, Malappuram, Kozhikode, Wayanad, Kannur, Kasaragod. Jillagalilana orange alert prakyabichirikkunna. Malayora Pradeshangalil Nirdesha മേഖലകളിലും ജാഗ്രത തുടരണമെന്ന് മുന്നറിയിപ്പുണ്ട്. In the sense that in hilly areas also they have asked to monitor the situation, because when it rains, it's not only about the floods, it's also about the landslides because there are a lot of hilly areas and the soil becomes very loose.
We already saw what happened in Nagaland.
Yeah, we have seen how that. So the soil becomes very loose, and there have been instances in which entire communities have been wiped away because of these landslides. So they've been asked to look into it. Meanwhile, schools and colleges have been shut in a lot of districts. There have been also reports coming in that there is a huge agricultural disaster that is there because a lot of paddy fields, especially in Kuttanad region where paddy is the main stay of cultivation over there. What happens in those areas, a lot of paddy fields have got completely underwater, and that is worrying as of now.
The soaring price of tomatoes, in the south of India was yesterday's biggest news. And we've seen it before as well, that heavy rains, it has its toll on the vegetable market prices as well. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, in Kerala, the thing is that the vegetables are imported from Tamil Nadu, a lot of it, and most of them are green vegetables that's locally grown. So the price of tomato is going to be very, very high in Kerala. But
it's about 140 rupees per kilo in Tamil Nadu itself.
Issue is that even the green vegetables have been affected because of the floods, and that also is going to, because those considered to be your local vegetables, the prices of those are also expected to in fact rise, and that is going to be a worrying factor for a lot of people, because that was something that they relied on in case there was a shortage of supply from the neighboring state. But just bringing in few of this thing, it is being said that in one of the websites are saying that അടുത്ത 3 മണിക്കൂറിൽ കേരളത്തിലെ എല്ലാ ജില്ലകളിലും ഒരുപെട്ട ഇടങ്ങളിൽ മിതമായ മഴയ്ക്കും മണിക്കൂറിൽ 55 കിമി വരെ they are saying that it would in the next 3 hours they are expecting rains in many of the districts.
In the next 3 hours?
In the next 3 hours also. So
that's some live update for you, ladies and gentlemen. Even as we're looking at dilapidated walls and buildings and properties taking damage, some beautiful scenes of waterfall like.
It's not heavy rains, but they are saying light showers are expected. That's what
certainly. And there are fears of flooding and landslides. We'll leave you with these visuals. That's all the time we have for you. Keep watching News9 for all the latest details. At 9:30, we're doing a Kerala-based show. Then later on at 12, we have our focus on Manipur yet again. The South Indian later on in the day, and then our real point and global perspective towards the evening. Stay on with News9 for all the latest details. You can subscribe to our web page, our Twitter page, and of course News9 Plus application for cutting edge documentaries and incisive analysis. We leave you with these shots. Thank you so much for joining us.